What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do something kind of fun. So with my eyeshadow, I'm going to get a little crazy. I got a new palette and this one's called the Beached Eyeshadow Palette. So it's kind of, I'm going to do like a fun look, but I'm also going to review this so that everybody can see if they need it in their collection or not. And then, oh, I'm also using like a really fun eyeliner from Marc Jacobs. So I'm going to use that too. We'll see how I add it to my eye look. But yeah, so let's get started. So for my brows, I hate this part. I don't like doing my brows at all. I feel like it takes such a long time and I never feel like they're perfect. So yeah, with that being said, let's get started. I'm going to be using my Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit. It's one of my favorite eyebrow pencils. Okay, so now I always kind of like clean up underneath my brows, and I really like to use whatever foundation I'm using that day. Today I'm going to be using the Double Wear foundation in Dawn. So I'm just going to grab a little bit from the cap and I'm just going to clean right underneath. Okay, so now let me put some moisturizer on because I actually haven't put moisturizer on. I totally forgot. So I'm going to be using my Watermelon Glow Pink Juice Moisturizer. I love this stuff. I used it on my other video. I did like a little review on it and I love the way it wears underneath your foundation. And then for underneath my eyes, I'm going to be using my Clinique All About Eyes eye cream. Okay, so now for my eyeshadow base, I'm going to be using my Tarte Shape Tape. This one's so old and gross. Okay, so then we're going to put this all over the lid. Recently I've been really loving this as a base. And then I'm going to grab my Morphe sponge. You know, I didn't like this at first. I thought the sponge was like a little stiff, but I actually really like it now. It's super easy to clean. You can use it 1,000 times without washing it and it's fine. Like I've used it for like 3 days straight and it's totally fine. I feel like beauty blenders, like the regular ones, I can personally only use it once because there's so much crap in it that I have to like clean it. So I'm just setting my concealer with the Dermablend setting powder. Okay, so now for my crease color, I'm going to use Eden from the Prism palette from Anastasia. And I'm just grabbing my fluffy brush. And I'm just going to put that all over the crease. I'm kind of bringing it right in here. I usually don't do that, but I'm going to do it for this look. So this part usually takes a while because I have to really blend everything together. So I'm actually going to use this brighter orange and I'm going to grab my Morphe R35 and I'm just going to add it right in here. I'm not dragging it up any higher. I'm just focusing on the crease. And then I'm going to grab my Y16 brush by Morphe. This one's one of my favorite brushes. And I'm going back with Eden. So lightly going all, like over everything that I just did. And then after that, I'm going to grab my Crown Fluffy brush. And I'm going to go over the top. So anything that's close to my brow bone, I'm just going back and forth. Guys, I'm going to be using a couple palettes today. I'm going to be using my 3502 palette. And I'm grabbing this shade right here. And I'm just adding that to the outer corner of my eye. And I'm grabbing a tiny bit of this shade. So the one right underneath it. And I'm mixing those two. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab Double Dip in the Beached palette, and I'm just gonna add this to the right in here. So just the end the inner corner of my eye first. And I'm just slightly dragging it to the end of my eye because this eyeshadow is a little bit hard to blend. Oh God. Oh crap. That's what I mean. Okay, so then after that, I'm actually gonna grab Heat Waves, which is this one. And I'm gonna add that from here all the way, not all the way, but I'm just gonna, like, just this portion of my eye. I'm just gonna add that one right next to it. Okay, now I'm gonna go back with the blue and I'm just gonna brighten it up just a tiny bit. And I'm just using like tapping motions for the blue, just because it's a little bit hard to move around. So now I'm gonna go back to the shades that I was using on the outside, and I'm gonna grab these two browns. And I just need to darken this area up just a little bit. I'm just dragging the brown right around here just because I want it to kind of outline the colorful shades so that it looks a little more intense. Okay, so now we're gonna actually move on to eyeliner. So I'm gonna grab my Lancome Grandiose liner. This one's really cool. And then I'm just gonna do a thin line. I'm actually not doing a wing today. Okay, so pretty much the eyes are done. I'm gonna move on to my skin. So I'm gonna go in with a double wear. You can't ever go wrong with double wear, especially in the summer. If you want a foundation that's gonna last, stay matte, feel like you're wearing nothing, I think double wear is the one. My only complaint from it is that it smells like paint. And I wish it smelled like roses. No, just kidding. I don't like the smell of roses. I feel like it should smell like coconut. Or like their bronze goddess fragrance. If it smelled like that, that would be so awesome. Now for underneath my eyes, like you guys all know, and I'll probably do this forever, I'm gonna do my corrector underneath my eyes first. And I actually do get asked quite a bit if I feel like this actually works, and I absolutely think it works. Like, I've worn concealer without the corrector and I can't. I just cannot. And I'm using my Shape Tape concealer. And I'm gonna set my under eyes, and I always use these two shades from my Kat Von D palette. I just like to set around it. I will only sit in here and I'll skip this part because that's where I have the darkness, and I just go down here and kind of bring it up a little bit. So now I'm going to set my face with my Germ Blend setting powder. I'm going to use my fluffy brush from IT Cosmetics, and I'm just going to set everywhere. So now I'm going to move on to underneath my eyes. So I'm so excited to use this Marc Jacobs liner. And this one is in the color Orange Crush. I'm just going to swatch this for you guys so you guys can kind of see the color of it. Isn't it pretty? It's so pretty. I love it. It's like an orangey coral color. They're so creamy. I'm gonna grab just a dark brown shade. I'm grabbing this very thin angled brush. I'm just gonna go like, I'm gonna grab my lashes and I'm gonna lift them up, and I'm just gonna place that color right where my lash line is, just so it still has like a little bit of darkness. And I'm just doing it to like the half of my eye. I'm not gonna drag it all the way in. And I'm gonna grab my little tiny brush. This is an M212. And it's of course by Morphe. And I'm gonna grab this shade right here. So I'm just gonna contour my cheekbones. I'm just gonna carve them out, and I'm gonna grab this shade right here. For my highlighter, I'm gonna be using my Beaming Blush by MAC. So I'm gonna be using my Blush Baby Blush by MAC. And I love this color because it's just like a little flush of color. I'm not huge on blush, so I love how this one just gives me life. So now for my lips, I'm going to be using my Oh Honey liner by MAC. Okay, so then after my liner, I'm going to be using my Some Girls gloss by Marc Jacobs. Okay guys, so this look is complete. I'm just gonna say like my final thoughts about the Beached palette. So I really do like the shades. This double dip gave me such a hard time, so I actually had to go back and refilm it because I applied this like all over my lid, but it just would not blend out. Like wherever I placed it, it stayed. I'm having technical difficulties. So I was like, let's redo this. So that's why I ended up using both of those shades, and I actually do like how it turned out. But yeah, just if you do purchase this one, be careful with this one because it stays. This one I didn't have any issues with moving it around and placing it in different areas. I think this is Britny Murillo Beauty approved. I think you guys should purchase it. Just that one shade is the only thing that I'm like, oh, be careful with it. But other than that, it's really pretty. So with all that being said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment if you want. And Carlson and I are not done with our series, so we will come back, okay? And we're gonna eat some yummy food for our next one. I just wanted to say that. Don't forget to press on the little notification bell. Don't forget to do that. Check out my Instagram, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!